Good morning, dear students. I am Dildar Ansari, your teacher of English. Today, I am going to explain you a poem of class 6 English literature book. The caption of the poem is After the Storm. This poem is written by William Wordsworth. I think and I expect that you have your book open before you as I am explaining the poem. It would be better for you to understand it. Now, before starting the poem, I would like to have some discussion about William Wordsworth. William Wordsworth was a poet of nature. You have seen his other poems like Daffodils and others. He had given stress on the natural phenomena and natural things. That is why, although he was born on 7th April 1770, so that was the age of romanticism. So he is also called the romantic poet. Now come to the poem After the Storm. Actually, this is an extract taken from Wordsworth's long poem, that is Resolution and Independence. Yes, it is a lyrical long poem named Resolution and Independence. And now we are going to learn this poem After the Storm. The poem goes like this. There was a roaring in the wind all night. The rain came heavily, fell in floods. Actually, this is the scene of the phenomena of the place where last night there was a heavy rain and storm came roaring all night, and heavy rain also fell down, and now the situation is flood like. The third line, second line, the rain came heavily, fell in floods. The situation is in flood. But now the sun is shining, but now the sun is rising calm and bright. After the storm and rainfall, the weather is very pleasant, and sun is rising, shining brightly, and the weather is calm and peaceful. The birds are singing in the distant wood. You know, when rain falls and after the rain, the weather becomes pleasant as the sun shines brightly and cool wind blows, and the entire environment seems to be very beautiful and pleasuring. So this is the scene of After the Storm. Over the birds are singing in the distant wood. Distant wood means thick forest. The birds are singing as they are also feeling very happy and pleasant. So the birds are singing in the woods, and over his own sweet voice, the stock dove broods. Stock dove. Stock dove. Stock dove is a kind of bird. What does it does? It hatches. Broods mean sit on the eggs. It hatches its eggs. She, as a female bird, hatches her eggs in the forest. The jay makes answer as the magpie chatters. Jay and magpie, these two are also birds, different bird. As the magpie is talking something, chattering, and Jay is responding him or her. So both the jay and magpie chatters, talking each other and responding, replying. Jay replies the questions or the talks of magpie. And all the air is filled with pleasant noise of waters. One thing very special here to know, waters. Why the author has used this word waters, although you know already that water does not have plural form. It is just because this word is not used for water. It is used for water bodies like falls, streams, rivers, ponds and lakes. So the noise when the water falls down from the waterfall and when water flows in rivers and other water bodies, it produces noise, pleasant sound. It produces pleasant sound, and that is the pleasant noise, which is very beautiful, and that we can feel, that the author William Wordsworth feels after the storm when he reaches at that place. Actually, poetry is an imagination. About poetry, William Wordsworth says that poetry is nothing but it's an spontaneous overflow of powerful feelings. Now I am telling you what the poetry is, and after that I will explain the remaining lines of the poem. Poetry is a spontaneous overflow of powerful feelings. So what the feelings came in the heart and mind of William Wordsworth, he wrote down as a poem. And one other poet or writer had said about poetry, his name is Paul Valery. Paul Valery says about poetry or poem is, poetry is dancing and prose is walking. He actually has done the comparison between poetry and prose. That means poetry is difficult, it's tough than prose and then to the prose. So prose is easy, but poetry is difficult, as you will have to know about the imagination, about the background, about the theme and plot of the poetry. As like here, Wordsworth is explaining about the beautiful scene after the storm in a particular place where the birds are singing in the distant wood and sun is shining brightly and the weather is very pleasant as the cool wind blows and the entire area is peaceful. Although there is a noise, sound of water bodies like falls, lakes and rivers, but these sounds are pleasant and beautiful. Coming back to the poem, all things that love the sun are out of the doors. Yes, those, whether they are animals or human beings who love sun, are out from their doors. They have come out from their homes and shelters and they are enjoying the sunshine. They are enjoying the sunlight. Sun means sunlight. And they are very happy. You know, even after the rain, we feel to sit in the sun, in the open ground or in the open space. The sky rejoices in the morning's birth. Sky is clear, blue and silent, and it also rejoices, becomes happy after the birth of morning. Means morning came and the sky is clear and very beautiful. The grass is bright with raindrops on the moors. Grass is bright. Green grass is bright with the raindrops on the moors. Moors means lap. On the lap, you can imagine in the early morning when the sun rises, you have seen raindrops or water drops on the grass. And when the sun shines and the sun rays comes and falls on those water drops, they shine just like pearls. And that is a very beautiful moment and scene you can see, and the same scene is created in the poem here, that the grass is bright with raindrops on the moors. Moors, on the lap of the grass, there are water drops, there are raindrops still remaining, and they are shining brightly like pearls and diamonds, and that gives a very pleasuring, rejoicing and beautiful moment and beautiful scene. The hare is running races in her mirth. Mirth means happiness. Hare, you know, rabbit is running, because everybody, whether it is creature or human being, everybody is feeling relax, peace and happiness, so they are running, going here and there, everywhere, and they are showing their happiness, that they are very happy after the rain, after the storm. And with her feet she from the plashy earth raises a mist that glitters in the sun. Hair that runs from the feet of that hare, the mists are blowing. The mists are being blown by the feet of the hare or that rabbit, and that also glitters. That mist, small particle of water, mist, you know, small particle of water and dust that blows in the air, and they glitters when the sun shines, and when the sunlight falls upon them, they also glitters. So the mist glitters in the sun when the hare races with her all the way wherever she doth run. Doth here used in this poem, a word, it is a formal English and ancient English word, that modern meaning is does. Runs with her all the way wherever she doth run. Wherever she runs, she means that hare, wherever she runs, she does this. What? She blows mist, and that mist shines in the sunlight. This is what the poem says, and I think you have understood. Thank you.